Hi everyone, just taking out the bike for a spin and thought I'd do a quick video on what it's like to actually own a 1000cc Superbike, because obviously a lot of people go to the 600 stage and then are a bit frightened or get a bit intimidated of just going that extra 400 cc's just because of the nature of a litre bike. Yeah, so I just thought I'd go through a list of them, so whoever's out there's trying to think about getting one or anything like that, hopefully it might persuade them to get one, or not persuade them, but hopefully you'll get a grasp of what it's like to have one, what the difference is from a 600, but bearing in mind this is all going to come from my point of view, so obviously you might not even care what I think about it, but just because I've had a R6, a 600, yeah, Yamaha YZF R6 to be precise, that was an 09 one, so I've got a little bit of understanding of a 600, and then I went to a R1 2010 with the Big Bang, which you might have seen in my other videos. I've done a few track days on that, so I put that up all on my videos on there. So yeah, and then now I've gone to this, the Fireblade CBR 1000RR. Yeah, and I love this bike to bits. It's the sound exactly why I got it, just the way it sounds. I'll show you in a bit. I've got the full Yoshimura exhaust, but obviously I doubt it's going to come through properly on the mic, because these things never really happen. Yeah, so let's do this. So hopefully I'm going to go through a few things to tick off, the main exact things what I think stand out from the 1000 to the 600cc. Yeah, so I'll do them. Sorry, it's a tight corner. Yeah, right, so let's go start off with the obvious ones. I'd say is the power. Power wise, I think 1000cc's have a massive stereotype for they're just like, it's the bottom end from the 600, because on a 600, well, for the R6 for example, you had to wind it out to get the power. When I opened it up like that, you won't get nothing, but on this bike, as soon as you open it up, you're gonna get that power. The torque, it just drives it away. I'll give you a little burst now. This is in 4th gear as well. Yeah, so as you can see, it doesn't hang about, and I was only cruising really slow then, and yeah, so you can just kind of tell. But this is CBRs are renowned for quite good bottom end, so most of my R1 I didn't think had as much bottom end as this. I don't know why, but that was race tuned, my R1, so I don't know if it was just set for like the peak power at the top. This one here has been race tuned now as well. It's got the Bazaz kit on it. It's got a 3-in-1 Bazaz kit, which has got the quick shifter, which I've got down here, got a traction control which sits here. It's 12-way adjustable. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. I'll go around it in a bit. And then I've got the fuel mapping to adjust it for what map I want. You can upload all different maps, a bit like a Power Commander, apart from this is a Bazaz. I believe Bazaz are better. I'm not just saying that because I've got one, I just think they are known for being better. So yeah, if you're ever thinking about getting a 3-in-1 kit, I do recommend it, especially if you're going on track, and even if you're not, because the quick shift is awesome. Look, I'll just show you. It just changes so fast, so smooth. Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it. Yeah, so the power wise, it's all the bottom end really what changes it, and then at the top you get obviously a bit more punch than the R6 would, or most 600s. So that's the main things I go by. size wise, that varies on the bike you're getting. It's kind of hard, like this is quite a thin bike. Yeah, this is quite a thin bike. Sorry, there's a car right up my arse, literally. Yeah, so that varies on all the bikes you have. This, like I said, is a thin bike. So with my R1, that was quite a chunky bike. It didn't weigh much, but you knew you was on something like 1,000. Whereas this, you could probably say you're on a 600. My girlfriend's R125 looks bigger than this in height, I think. So yeah, it's a bit savage on that one. Yeah, so next things like fuel efficiency. I think that's another big one, which I guess if you're going to use it as a commuter and you already have like a 600 and you want to go up to 1,000, but you're a bit worried that it's going to start costing loads to run. Yeah, this bike, but like the R1 ran out of fuel a little bit faster, but that was because I was running it on a really strong map. Like I had quite a lot of, I had like 202 horsepower in my R1, I think. So yeah, it's, and they have like 179 standard. So you can tell they've obviously dumped a bit more fuel in it to help out with that. This bike, since I've put in the Pizzazz kit, has been running a little bit more richer. So yeah, but I normally get 150 miles on the tank with this, and my R6 I used to do about the same really, because where you had less bottom end, you're constantly having to give it a bit more revs, which in turn makes you use more fuel. This bike is claimed to get 42 miles per gallon as standard, but it all varies where you live. If you live in America, I'm sure it's a bit different as well, because obviously you've got different octane fuels, so that comes in a big part of it as well. So yeah, so you're looking around 42, I'd say lowest about 38, but it all depends on how everyone rides the bike. On motorways, you're looking at least about 90s at least. This bike is outstanding on motorways. It's got quite nice steering, so just like pick up. Look, I'm in 6th gear now, doing 44 at 3,000 revs, or just under it. 45 at 3,000 revs in miles per hour, obviously, because I live in the UK. So yeah, if you've got a 600 already, give it a little go and see what revs you're at that speed, and you get a bit more of a gist of it. But all bikes are different geared, to be fair. My R1 I could do 105 in first gear. Right, so let's go on to handling. Well, that's another good one, which comes into it because most 1000cc superbikes have the extra weight, because obviously they're bigger engine and so on. This bike generally it's quite sluggish in the corners, to be honest, but I want to get that changed via the suspension, because I've had it done already once for the track and it wasn't done very great, so I've got to get it redone. It's quite sluggish compared to like the R6 and the R1. The R6, what a bike, that's all I'm going to say. I mean, that bike is outstanding. I love that bike. It was my first proper super bike, or super sport they're called, and that bike was a little ripper. I'm not even joking, I love that bike so much. Wished I kept it, but I got replaced that for the R1, and the handling on the R1 was outstanding. Once I got the suspension done, that bike, I used to chuck it in the corner and it would just like glide round. Traction, because the crossplane crank in it, engine, it was just absolutely savage. It just like, you open it up and it'll wind, and as you'll probably know, because most of you are probably all bike enthusiasts watching this, if you're actually watching it, yeah, know that that engine is absolutely outstanding. It just winds all the way out and it sounds like a MotoGP bike. I couldn't recommend it enough. Oh, you can hear this exhaust quickly. Listen. Exhaust. Yeah, so handling wise they're all different. That all comes down to what bike you buy. All I can do is compare it to what I've had and what I've rode, and I don't think there's much in it. I think 1000s are generally a bit longer, so I think that's the only difference you're going to find. In width wise, I don't think they're much different anymore with all the modern superbikes, because they've made them so light now. I don't think you're going to really notice. You're just going to notice like the sheer power, like we've gone over at the bottom end. You will have to short shift a lot more on a 1000, just for the simple fact that, well, it depends how you ride really, but yeah, your front will be coming up a lot quicker, and that's why I got 1000, because I love. Alright, yeah, so that's my bike. Hopefully right, yeah, so that's CBR. On the way back in a minute I'm going to go through a few other things, like insurance costs, yeah, I'm just going to go through some more bits. Well, I personally think will make the difference. Oh yeah, you want to get one of these. This is an optimeter. Let's go through there. For people who don't know, you plug it in when you get home. You put it plugs into the wall, and it charges your battery up. So when you're not in it, your battery don't go flat if you don't use your bikes enough. So I mainly use this on track now. I don't use it enough. So yeah, I want to put in the middle of the video. If you could subscribe to us, be awesome, because it makes these videos worthwhile. So I'll put a little subscription link about here where my hand is. Yeah, I want to get up to 100 subscribers, because yeah, just be awesome if I can just try and hit that. Just makes these videos worthwhile, and I know that I'm doing the right thing when I'm doing the videos. Obviously I can see that people are liking them. I'll probably do a review on this bike soon, go over it properly. Before the end of the video I'll rev it up as well, because that's another thing I've got to go over is sound wise with a 600 and a 1000. What's the difference in the sound, because that to me is another one what stood out of why I brought a 1000cc Superbike. Yeah, cool. And now you can hear the exhaust. Listen to this. Woo! I was trying to like match the red line. That just did not work. Yeah guys, so if you can hear me at all, motorway journeys on this bike, so easy, with a 1000cc. You just sit there, and you whack it up into super gear, and look, you just got so much punch if you need to. I understand that it's probably going to be crap audio quality, and I'm sorry. I just thought it's a big part of what people want, is they're going to be on the highway in America or on the motorway. And this bike, or any 1000, most of them, are just so easy to ride on there because it can get you out of trouble so easy. Say if you need to quickly come out of a junction, like now, and I need to get up to traffic speed. Not that it was a problem with any 600 off-road, but it's just so much easier. Like, I don't have to drop it down a gear or anything. Just a mirror signal manoeuvre, and then yeah, look, we're up to speed easy. So that's a dream on 1000cc. You just don't even have to change gear. Probably alright, I've probably got a bit of helmet hair. Yes, I said it, helmet hair. Alright, yeah, so this here it. Anyway, alright, don't look at my ugly mug, let's have a look here. This is the 1000cc era. One of the most best engines you can have for 1000. Listen to this bad boy. That's what 1000cc sounds like. Man, I love this bike. Inline 4 engine. Was it that? Yeah. Beautiful. What they're meant to sound like. Alright, yeah, so I don't know what I've just pressed on my camera. Yeah, so I'm going to end the video here. Hopefully, if I've missed anything out, please let us know in the comments box and I'll go over them. And what I'll do is next time I'll probably do a review of my bike so you can see it more in depth. Tell you more about what my bike's like to ride on a daily basis and on track, because I take it on track quite a lot mainly. So if you guys are interested in that, yeah, so thanks for watching. Please press the subscribe button, which I put there again. Like I said, hopefully we'll get to 1,000 subscribers. No, 100. 1,000 would be nice, but 100. That'd be awesome. Be a great start for us. And hopefully, I don't know if you've watched any of my other videos, I might be getting a Porsche Cayman F soon, so I'll be doing a collection video of that, which would be pretty cool because I love my cars as well as my bikes. So it's not just going to be a one-sided channel, although I'll help out or reply to anyone as quick as I can on there, because I do try and like to help people out, which is part of one of the reasons why I'm doing this, to share experience of actually owning a bike, which most people can't always have in their time of life or whatever, so hopefully you can experience it through me in that way. Yeah, thanks for watching. Peace out.